Hello, my name's Gordon. I'm a Christian at Betel of Britain. 2.5 years ago, I came into Betel. My life consisted as when I was young. I was a child with problems, ADHD. I went through naughty boys' schools. As coming out of school, I started taking drugs. Got to sort of the feeling where I could. If I could sell drugs, I could get them for free. So I started going up the loop, selling drugs, climbing up the ladder, going into nasty things, hanging around with people where you're taking for the drive, digging their holes and threatening them to fill them in, stuff like that,
Hello, my name is Mark. I'm from South Wales. From a young age, I got myself into drugs. In and out of police stations, and drugs was a part of my life from the age of 14. Police started getting to know me, started stealing from mother's friends, from people in the village. Before you know it, I end up in prison, and that was most of my teenage life, in and out of prison, stealing cars, burgling houses, burgling sheds, just to fund my drug habit.
Later on in the years, I started getting mental health problems where I started hearing voices and seeing things, and do you know what I mean? It possessed. I was hospitalised 13 times, and I was a danger to the public. I was a danger to myself. I was always selling drugs. See, what it was is I had children for 8 years, and so I had social workers, CPNs and the police, and they took my kids away from me, and from there it was a lonely road really. I wasn't allowed anywhere. I wasn't allowed to people's houses. I wasn't allowed to sleep there because of vulnerable people. I couldn't go into night shelters because of vulnerable people. I was trying to take my life all the time because I was in such a bad mess,
Tried getting a lot of help from a number of places. My family tried helping me, but I stole off them. I just kept on getting drawn to the madness through the drugs. My family finally had enough of supporting me and all that, and I stole off them. As I said, I stole off them, and it just got well out of hand, brought a lot of shame to my family. 2008, January 2008, I got stabbed twice through drugs, and my mum, the police woke my mum up. She come down to the hospital, and I was there. She'd been stabbed twice, and she was there crying her eyes out, and you know what, that was really upsetting. But you know what, through the drugs I didn't care about my mum. I mean, drugs really destroyed my life. My mum was there crying her eyes out. So all I was concerned about is my mum holding my drugs because the police were there. I mean, the words she said to me was, "I don't recognise you anymore." That stuck with me. I was there, cut up, all I was concerned about my mum holding my drugs. I don't know. She said to me I needed a change. This is a person that brought me into this world, and I stole a lot of money off her. I stole my mum's wages off her, and she still cared for me. She told me to change my life. All my life she gave me second chances, but I always mucked things up with my family.
I came across the Christian. I said I needed help, and this guy said, "I know a place called Betel of Britain, and I went in there 2.5 years ago, and God's done a big works in me, He's changed my life. He's healed me from schizophrenia. He's healed me from a lot of things. Now I'm an evangelist leader. I go around churches, helping out churches, speaking to people, speaking in churches. I go to prisons, talking to people in there. I go around to drug clinics, teaching to staff in there about people in Christian faith, how we can help people with drug addiction in Christian faith. rehabs. I go on the streets, helping people on the streets, feeding people, giving them drink. More or less, I help people all around, and I couldn't have done that a long time ago. God's brought me to a place where I feel brand new. God's done so many miracles in my life. I've actually got my kids back and I can have access to them. I work with vulnerable people. I'm not the same person as I used to be. I'm not the drug addict or the people who looked at me in the streets, oh, there he is, you know what I mean? I'm not the washed out people what society has said is no good for the rest of life. I nearly got hospitalised for my whole life, and you know, God's very. I can't believe what God's done in my life. If you knew what I was to what I am now, it's a miracle. Praise the Lord.
So I went to see a local pastor of mine, Pastor Kerry Jenkins. He helped my uncle through a prison sentence, 12-year prison sentence, and today my uncle is a pastor himself. And I went to see him, and you know, he made one phone call. November the 21st, 2008, he made a phone call, and 21st of November 2008 I was in Betel, Derby, and 2.5 years down the line I'm still in Derby. I'm free from drugs. The Lord has transformed my life, changed the way I think, changed the way I act, and changed the way it strengthened my character, because today I got a purpose in life. I don't smoke no more. I don't do drugs no more. I don't steal no more. I help people change their lives, help them come off cold turkey, help them through the hard nights, help them through the sad times. I mean, I help them today. I'm a leader of a house in Derby. We got 14 guys in at the moment, and life is good today, and that's all thanks to the Lord. Yeah, I've done amazing things in my life. He's done restoration to me and my family. I mean, I'm welcome back home. All my family can't believe how much I've changed, and that's all thanks to the Lord.